According to the intel that we are receiving as of right now, is that most, let me say, the Butere girls team that was supposed to perform the drama Echoes of War at Nakuru, in Nakuru during the drama festival, have all been sent home. And most of them, have all been sent home, and they have been accompanied by five heavily police armed vehicles ambao wamewazidikisha kwenda nyumbani. Remember, they said that they won't perform if their director Cleophas Malala is not released. Now, allow me to diverge into what is currently happening and read a few reaction and statements that have been delivered by different people all over the country, and more so one statement delivered by the ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna in regards to the happening in Butere Girls today. And apart from that, there is some reactions also coming from the UDA and Kenya Kwanza minions. I always call them that because that's what they are, so that we will understand what Kenyans are thinking of what happened today. ODM, or a Democratic Movement Party, statement on the Butere girls played a background. Many of us who grew up in the age of Kenyan's second liberation and partook of the history of liberation struggles elsewhere undoubtedly remember the South African hit movie Serafina. It was themed around school children standing up against apartheid in particular and oppression in general. The biggest lesson from it was that even the voices of school children matter. That, and indeed, because of their innocence and purity, are more crucial in the ultimate national conversation. The country has watched with disbelief the unfolding drama at the National Drama Festival in Nakuru, where the government has seemingly ran scared of a play by Butere girls titled Echoes of War. Of all the evidence we already have of the lack of focus of this regime, it has shot itself in the foot by harassing and attempting to dim the voice of young girls in school uniform. Serious questions arise when a government is scared of children hurt a mere expression of talent in a high school festival. We wish to condemn in the strongest terms possible the mistreatment of Butere girls, high school journalists, and other festival goers, and join other Kenyans in demanding that the authorities allow the young artists to stage their play like all else. We reiterate that the freedom of expression guaranteed by our constitution allows people of all ages to express themselves freely, even if we do not particularly like what they have to say. Senator Edwin Sifuna, CBA's MP, Secretary General, ODM Party. Now that is the statement of the ODM Party. The ODM Party has been quiet. But there is one thing that makes me mad. It's looking at what is unfolding in Nakuru. Yet we have the Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika, a human by nature. We have the Senator of Nakuru, Senator Tabitha Karanja, all quiet as their county police arrest and tear gas young girls. Apart from that, do you know that the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya and the Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, Marth Koome, were all alumni of Butere Girls High School? But what have they done so far? They have all participated in making sure that the girls are intimidated to the core. Now, leaving aside what the ODM party has had to say, allow me to proceed to react to some of the reactions from Kenyans, including one Dennis Itumbi, who also had something to say in regards to what has happened today in Nakuru. He says the Kenya National Drama Festival is going on. Cut the action of the premier. What is going on without Butere girls? Hmm? And we know that Butere girls are supposed to be the winner of this drama festival. But will they be? That is the question. Will they be allowed to win? One Justin Muturi says this. and I want you to listen to former cabinet secretary as he speaks in regards to this. He says, let me start by condemning in the strongest terms the barbaric and retrogressive actions of the police at the National Drama Festival in Nakuru. It is a shame to the government, which has a ministry responsible for sports, the arts, and creative economy. When a government starts trembling at the sight of schoolgirls performing a play, then we must all pause and ask, what is that? What exactly is it running from? The events that unfolded in Nakuru, where Butere Girls High School students were tear gassed for showcasing a piece of theatre, mark a dark and shameful chapter in our national story. What threat does a group of uniformed girls pose to the mighty state? None, unless truth itself has become unbearable to hear. Our young people are not the enemy, they are the soul of our nation. Their voices must not be silenced. Their creativity must not be crushed under the boots of fear. A country that cannot handle a high school play has no business preaching democracy or claiming to uphold constitutional freedoms. This regime must understand that it was not elected to intimidate children. It was put in place to protect them, to nurture them, to create an environment where their talents and ideas can thrive, not to tear gas them into silence. That is Justin Muturi, speaking in regards to the ongoing drama in Nakuru today. Now, apart from Muturi, I see uh, one Ababu Namwamba speaking, and he says this from George Orwell's 1945 epic Animal Farm, Shamba la Wanyama, to Gogi wa Thiong'o starring 1977 hit Gahi Kadeda, I Will Marry When I Want, to Mbogeni Ngema's 1992 explosive music of Sarafina, among many other examples. His story teaches us that art is the conscience of a society. It flows like a river. You block its path, it creates a way to its manifestation. Butere girls students have invested long hours of efforts and sacrifice to honor their skill in preparation to showcase their talents at the drama festival. Many of us were forged into the crucible of these schools' creative arenas. Keep politics out of schools and let the talents of our young people bloom. Let our children be. That is one Ababu Namwamba, the former cabinet secretary of sport in our country. Going forward, I want to read what other politicians are saying in reaction to today's drama that unfolded. I see there is one that I'm looking for that I really want to read. A statement that I saw being made in regards to the attacks on these children. Now, as we go forward, now one Oscar Sudi says, parents and teachers should protect our innocent children from being used in political wars by selfish politicians. Our children need to be mentored to engage in plays and theaters that bring out cohesion, not division. Immersing children in dirty politics doesn't echo unity for our country. Now, allow me to deal with this guy. Me to deal with Kamagego very perpendicularly. Oscar Sudi, you left school in class 7. You have never read a play. Wewe ile kitabu umesoma katika shule wakati ulikuwa shule, hata English said hukumaliza page 5. Allow us to tell you the truth. If you read a play, kama ulisoma any novel in school, if you read any book in school, Oscar Sudi, you would understand. Unaweza elewa. For us, let me emulate and educate these people. In our generation, starting from the year 2000, the books that were brought into our curriculum, we have had The River Between, we have had Gahi Kadeda, we have had Blom's. Now, let me go forward. Utengano. From there, In my generation, as the Gen Zs, the books that we read, Gen Zs ambao wanaretire kuwa Gen Zs, the books that we read, tuna kidagaa kimemwozea, kitabu ambacho kilimhusisha Mutemi na Sababora. Namkumbuka Mtemi. Tuna kitabu kinatambulikana kama The River and the Source. Ya, kuna wale walisoma The River Between, but not us. The Gen Zs read The River and the Source, ambacho kimeandikwa na Margaret Ogola. From The River and the Source tukaingia Betrayal in the City. Natumai mumekisikia kitabu cha Betrayal in the City. Akina how do I call them? I really their names zinapotea kwa kichwa changu. But tuko na kitabu kingine kinatambulikana kama Mstahiki Meya. Makumbuka Mstahiki Meya. Kando na Mstahiki Meya, tuna kitabu ambacho kinatambulikana kama When the Sun Goes Down. I mean, all the books that we read ni vitabu ambavyo vilituonyesha jinsi ambavyo ya kupigana na siasa na wanasiasa ambao wanatuharibia nchi. Now from that wakakuja Gen Z ambao sasa they are retiring, wakiachia Gen Alphas waingie. Wamesoma The Blossoms of the Savannah. I really don't know the other books. Parliament of Wolves, one of the books that they have read. Fathers of Nation, those are the books that this generation read. Now Oscar Sudi, if even your daughter or your child, at least unajua ya ng'ombe ni ng'ombe tu, ng'ombe ni ng'ombe tu, you know, at least the trees don't fall, I mean the fruits don't fall far away from the tree. Huwezi elewa na hiyo akili yako. Oscar Sudi huwezi elewa mzee. For now, all I can say is that I love how leaders of integrity are coming to defend Butere girls. But one question I will ask: where is the first lady of the nation, Mama Rachel Ruto? And pia nisisahau kitabu kinatambulikana kama Kifo Kisimani. Kama umekisoma hicho kitabu, now you understand the generation that we are in. It's a very educated generation, a generation that understands how to fight and speak for itself. Tuko pamoja. Mambo ni kama hayo, mtazamaji. Make sure una subscribe. Na watu wa Nakuru, we tell you, go defend our girls. Go make a voice for our girls who are being intimidated not to perform. Kwa sababu wangejaribu hiyo ujinga Nairobi, tungekuwa tumeifunga saa hii Nairobi yote. For now, that's what's up. Make sure you subscribe. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.